Sisters. Today we're going to be reading Achoo Achoo I've Got the Flu by Andy Michaels, illustrated by Mark Hernandez. Oh no, sis! Cover your mouth, you're coughing all over. Are you okay?
I don't know. I don't feel very good. Touch my cheek. Do I feel hot?
Ooh, you feel really warm.
Oh gosh, I must have caught the flu too. Wait. Oh wait, I feel better now.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's go ahead and read this book and follow along, because I think these zoo animals also catch the flu. But let's see how they actually get better.
Front, back, spine. The bluebird sang, the lion slumped, his 4 paws hang. When knock knock, bang, the doorbell rang, ding dong. He peeked outside to view.
They shout, surprise! Tears filled his eyes, his stomach full of butterflies. The lion cries, he slapped his thighs, balloons and flowers too.
While lion filled the floral vase, he put some flowers in a vase with water. Gorilla tied balloons in place so they wouldn't fly everywhere. Then hippo sneezed in lion's face. Gorilla snorted, ew.
Do we sneeze in people's faces?
No.
The polar bear baked birthday cakes. Gorilla guzzled gobs of shakes. The hippo wheezed, my tummy aches, then sniffed and sneezed, achoo! Now make sure, everyone, when you sneeze, you want to sneeze into your arm. Achoo, achoo,
And cough. The milkshakes peppered polar bear. The cakes clung on gorilla's hair. The lion's food flung everywhere. And rhino's food flung too.
Oh my goodness, what a mess. The hippo shivered. I feel weird. He coughed and hacked, his red eyes teared. And when the hippo's throat had cleared, he cried, I've got the flu.
The polar bear and lion stared as hippo's runny nostrils flared. Gorilla wrapped him up and blared, his cheeks are hot, it's true.
They tucked the hippo into bed, hands full of tissue, cheeks bright red, a cloth and ice pack on his head, the thermometer askew.
That's right, when we get sick, we usually use tissues to wipe or blow into the tissue to clean our nose out. We also use a thermometer to check if we're too hot and our body's not feeling well. And I also see an ice pack on his head. Why do we use an ice pack?
That's a good question. Sometimes we use an ice pack to make us feel cool and drive down our temperature.
That's right. Gorilla sniffed, I feel weird. He coughed and hacked, his red eyes teared. And when Gorilla's throat had cleared, he cried, I've got it too.
Uh-oh, it looks like everybody's getting sick. The rhino said, scooch into bed. Gorilla asked for toasted bread. They covered him. They cooled his head, then smeared his chest with goo.
That's right. That's right, he used some type of goo, which we use a rub on our chest to make ourselves feel better. The polar bear whined, "I feel weak." The rhino pleaded, "Feel my cheek." He huffed and puffed, "It hurts to speak." They moaned and groaned, "Achoo!" Gorilla burbled, "Herbal tea." The hippo snorted, "Sugar-free." The rhino pleaded, "Make it 3." They sniffed, they wiped, they blew. The hippo hankered soup and bread. Gorilla wanted his spoon-fed. And the rhino whimpered, "Rub my head. And we need more blankets too."
It's cold, it sounds like. The polar bear shook. "I need more." He tugged, they yanked, the blanket tore. First cold, then hot, their bodies sore. They wheezed, then sneezed. Achoo!
The rhino tossed, the hippo slept. Gorilla lay in bed and wept. Their noses red, their fur unkempt. The room smelled like a zoo.
Poof! For days they sniffed, sneezed, and snored. Their feet were rubbed, their tea was poured. "I want my mommy," Lion roared. They all whined, "We do too."
Then on the day they all were well, they rode their bike, they rang the bell. Fresh air at last. They all could smell. Birds sang, the sky was blue.
Then Lion shivered. "I feel weird." He coughed and hacked. His eyes teared. And when the lion's throat had cleared, he cried, "I've got the flu."
They rushed the lion into bed, hands full of tissue, cheeks bright red. A cloth and ice pack on his head, thermometer askew.
For days he sniffled, sneezed, and snored. His feet were rubbed and tea was poured. "Please rub my tummy," Lion roared, and read a story too. The end. Now, this book taught us that all these zoo animals eventually got the flu and got sick. That's why it's really important to make sure that you wash your hands during the day and you cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. So let's go ahead and go through some of the things that helped these zoo animals while they were sick.
And they may help you too.
The first object I see is a box of tissues that we use to blow our nose, a thermometer to check our temperature to see if we're hot, some goo or some rub that we can put on our chest, and some cough drops that we can use to soothe our throat.
I see an ice pack to lower our fever. I see a cup of tea to make us feel better. I see a pillow to help us rest, because when we rest and we take it easy, we're gonna feel better. I see a tea kettle to make the tea. I see some toast with butter on top. Some simple food always helps. Soup, that also helps. It's really warm on the tummy, filled with veggies. And a book, because when we're resting, we're either sleeping or reading a book or taking it easy. Thank you so much for joining us today. And if you enjoyed reading about this book and how these animals got better, follow us below. Thank you.